walkway right here in between the two buildings. So this would be a walkway, and notice they've got things coming down from the ceiling to hold that walkway up. Well, this was designed this way. It was built this way. So there's the original design. You have two C channels bolted, and these will go into the ceiling. But they designed it, they built it, two C channels with bolt and two rods going up. Somebody was definitely not paying attention to details. If you look, and this is something that is a frame, you can do a frame analysis. Original design has each bolt carrying half the weight. The way they built it, each bolt was carrying the full weight. Well, if you sent bolts that carry half the weight with a safety factor, it's definitely not going to carry the full weight. So eventually, somewhere along the line, in the lifespan of that bridge, that walkway, it's going to collapse. Because you're asking the bolts to carry more than they're supposed to carry. And that walkway did collapse. I believe it collapsed in like 1992 or 96 or something like that. You can look it up. Kansas City walkway collapsed. I think it killed 114 people. Why? Because some idiot did not pay attention to the details of the drawing. So when I sit there and harp on you, please pay attention to details. You can hopefully understand why I keep harping on you, pay attention to details. But unbeknownst to you, you have lives in your hands. You build something and it fails, you're going to kill people. I take that very seriously. And you can sit there and say, well, I'll just get a C in stats. Well, that's great, but you know your shit. Because I don't want to leave any chances here. I want you coming out of my class knowing your shit. And if you don't know your shit, then come back next semester and learn it. This is the foundation class. You don't get this, you're going to struggle in the next class after this, and the one after that. So I harp on you, please pay attention. Right now, what's the worst that can happen? You lose some points. Here you lose lives. I don't want that on my conscience. Here I make you, hey, pay attention to that damn coordinate system. I'll flip it around. Did you pay attention to the coordinate? Hey, did you forget the minus sign? Little details. It doesn't cost lives here. It costs you points. But outside the real world, it's going to cost you lives. And that's why I say you please pay attention to details. That is the most important thing I can teach you besides statics, is be attentive to the littlest of things, because it's the little things that will get you in trouble. That's a little thing. Designed one way, built another. How the fuck did that go by anybody? I don't get it. I don't understand how the engineer didn't inspect it. The construction people didn't notice it. The workers didn't, like, wait a second. Nobody noticed that the construction was totally different than what was designed? How the hell does that happen? And a quick frame analysis tells you, hey, this bolt is carrying half the weight. This one is carrying the full weight. How nobody looked at that and saw that. And it's fine. Either one's fine as long as you give me the right bolts. If you want the boat to carry full weight, then send me bolts that will carry full weight. Don't send me bolts that carry half the weight. So it stood for a while, but eventually fatigue got to it and the bolts snapped. And the entire walkway came down. So please pay attention to details, it's important. If you don't, you're going to kill somebody. I don't want that on your conscience. All right.